One severe weather season in the Midwest can bring dangerous weather that can develop very quickly. And as Storm Track 8 meteorologist Efridge Davis explains, a changing climate means better potential for those storms to be even more powerful.
In 2020, hurricane-force winds whipped through the heart of the Midwest.
Wow. There's a power out. There we go. There's a transformer that just went.
A powerful derecho blew through parts of Iowa and Illinois, knocking out power, trees, crops, and even buildings.
This mangled metal you see behind me is all that's left of a grain bin similar to the size of the one still standing.
It's still one of the worst storms in Iowa's history, but it might not be the last.
What we can do for severe weather is look at the environments that promote severe weather.
Ray Wolf is a science and operations officer with the National Weather Service. When storms develop, he watches for two things:
The CAPE, the amount of energy in the atmosphere that helps produce thunderstorms, and the wind shear, how the wind changes speed and direction with height.
Scientists out of Purdue found a warming of the Earth's atmosphere increases CAPE, that energy buildup, while decreasing wind shear. That combination ultimately will create more storms. That rise in energy is expected to create a rise in thunderstorms, including here in the Quad Cities. With more thunderstorms comes another dangerous phenomenon.
And so we opened up the door and found out that most of our house was gone.
In central Iowa, cleanup is still ongoing from a deadly tornado in Winterset. But while we've seen a rise in tornadoes, it's hard to pinpoint exactly why.
A lot of that has to do with more people out looking for them and social media and cell phone cameras. So it's hard to tell whether that's a real trend in an increase in tornadoes or just an increase in the observations.
However, we do know the thunderstorms that tornadoes pop out of are ramping up. Today, scientists are seeing more frequent clusters of tornadoes, as well as more breakout days, where 30 or more funnels drop in a day. And as cities expand, there's more for those tornadoes to hit.
Elmore and 53rd, which is a pretty busy shopping district. Lots of folks out there on any given day. But you know, you go back 25 or 30 years and those were farm fields and, you know, and gravel roads.
And believe it or not, more heat could actually mean more snow. More warmth means more evaporation, putting more moisture into the atmosphere.
The season that we have snow on the ground on average is shrinking at both ends. It's starting later and ending earlier. But with a wetter atmosphere, if we're cold enough, we are seeing snowstorms producing more snow, especially in the upper Midwest.
According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Agency, the U.S. has seen twice as many extreme snowstorms since the first half of the 20th century.
When we talk climate change, we're talking trend over a fairly lengthy period of time, like 10, 20, 50 years, you know, to the end of the century.
When it comes to predicting future intensity and severity of storms, we have to look at the ingredients that creates them.
The big thing is we're seeing impacts from a changing climate already,
making these once-in-a-lifetime storms more of the norm. And it's important to remember that those storms can happen year-round.
Well, great example. It was just a recent event back in December.
Yes, we did have a derecho come through the Quad Cities when it had gusts of up to 90 miles per hour.
All right. Efridge Davis, thank you very much.